Be calling you a radical. A lot of talk on crab. They've collapsed. They're not safe. You can go in denial all you want on the crab reef. Nobody's catching anything. Buried in, burrowed in. Go talk to any crabber. I talked to one right there from Virginia Beach. He says it's a catastrophe. They recalled them all last year, and they're not catching anything. It's that time of year. Go talk to a crabber in NoCal, in Oregon, in Washington. Yeah, I mean, I talked to one right here on the pier from Canada. He says it's a catastrophe. They're bottom feeders. They're the end. The greatest immune systems in the world. I talked to a guy at Virginia Beach about the horseshoe crab. You know, that's the medicine. You know, the blue blood from the horseshoe crab is the medicine. It's a catastrophe. You know, so I just got off the phone with Martin. We finally got the Umpqua final numbers in. Well, that was buried in, ain't it? So 30 steelhead for the year. You heard me right, 30. This is narrative that's going on all over here. This has been going on for years. It's just that, a false narrative. It's the normalcy by it. No, it hasn't. Well, we're on the Umpqua steelhead in 2010-11 before Fukushima happened. 14,000. We go from 14,000 to 300. It's a smoking gun of Fukushima. You can go in denial. A guy says, yeah, they were limiting it out on the tuna right here. I says, yeah. The tuna in here in December, out of whack. Oh boy. And I talked to both the boat. I talked to them. So they're incredibly small. I said, it's out of whack. He says, it's so out of whack. So, now stay with me. This is Stork as far as TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. Low tide right now, it's not that low. I mean, people don't realize when I do the low tide work, how quick it happens. And I've been up and down this coast so long and so much I know where to find anything. Like the starfish, I found it because I know where to go and I know when to be and how to be on the entire coast. Because I work it, I walk it for years and years and years and years. So the steelhead number, you know, we don't count dead humans in bone marrow transplants. Oh, Kevin Blanch does. We don't count dead tide pools. You could stand right here in 2010, 2011, which I've done my whole life, and literally the color would be like a Frank Stella, not Zappa painting. Black Ocean. We found those because it was super, super, super lower tide. And you're going to find a few. That starfish that I found is probably the biggest one recorded in California post-Fukushima, right here. The sea slugs over there, the California hares, the Monterey Quertone, that's the video of the biggest one they know of ever recorded, the most ever recorded. They can live on sewer. E. coli, oh yeah, Fukushima. The crab are bottom feeders. They have the greatest immune system in the world. When they crash, and you're not concerned. So the salmon, we count every salmon because they're a commodity and we have sonar. So this narrative that it's been going is just that, a false narrative. We had record returns on steelhead up until Fukushima. Now Chinook. Now remember, steelhead go to sea 1 to 2 years. They live here. People don't realize that the steelhead trout or salmon, they live in the ocean. They don't live in rivers. Come up the Columbia. They don't go down I-15. They don't go down the 5. California currents. They go up into the mouth of the Columbia, the Umpqua, and the Jedediah Smith that has no dams. Jedediah Smith has less than 100 returning steelhead. The Jedediah Smith in 2010 steelhead had over 10,000. Just down 99%. You go on all the way to the Fraser, even worse in British Columbia. Oh, we got some record chums. That's because Chinook eat chums. Why the orcas moving? Because they eat Chinook. Big fish eat little fish. It's an eco chain. Hello! Plankton feeders. Until I see some Upper California purple urchins, until I see some really flowering sea, oh, they've been gone. No, they haven't. They were everywhere on the California coast till 2011. It's a great coincidence. Just coincidence. Heat bubble over the western United States. Great Salt Lake was at normal levels in 2012. Hello, now they're screaming. Governor Clark says, we got a plan. I says, what's your plan? Pray or do a rain dance. The powwows at Imperial on Saturday and Sunday. The Kumia. I've been invited. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the story for it. We count every salmon. So the Chinook salmon had record returns 2011, 2012, 2013. Ha, Blanche, you're crazy. Look at these. I was there. I saw it. I'm like, wait till 2016. They go to sea for 5 years. Will you believe me then? We go from freaking 2.3 million on the Columbia to less than 400,000 in 5 years. Well, it's actually more than that because that's without gill netting. So the Steelhead collapse immediately the first year because they go sea to 1 to 2 years. The Chinook don't collapse till 2016. They go to sea for 5 years. Hello, hello, hello. Crabber bottom feeders. The Umpqua has 300 for the year 2021. When it had 13, 14,000 in 2010, 2011. The crabber then. They're the bottom feeders. They're the great and strongest immune system on the... Oh, some guy told me right here. Oh, the Steelhead just collapsed from a virus. Oh, that's all. It was just a virus. Just a virus. Now, haven't we been dealing with a virus? Didn't they say that maybe came from clams at the Wuhan market? Strongest immune systems on the face of the earth. They're bottom feeders. When they start to collapse, don't you think there's some concern? Get your sign out and do your TikTok. I was going to do my TikTok Diablo Canyon Clock, but Tim just called me. It's a smoking gun. You can go in denial. It's Kevin Blanch and End of the Great Pacific Genocide on March 12, 2011. These are full blown up now. The first you hypothesize the knowledge, then you do the field work. It's going to give you leukemia. I got leukemia. The field work that I've done, this is the greatest PhD, the greatest activist in human history. Oh, I do the work. I see some color on one of the columns right there. A piece of sea cup. I found a few starfish here. I only found one, that orange one who was up in here. But that's how low she was. And I know where to be, when to be. I mean, do you think this is easy? You think, when you know you're good at something, all the experience, you make it look easy. It's not. So the collapse is on. This is a big deal. Go talk to anybody on it. Tim Martin calls them all the time. We've talked to him in Oregon. Has people actually died from pneumonic acid from eating shellfish? Crap. Yeah. How come you're not reporting it? We are. None of the media will pick it up and carry it. We closed it. Well, you're open now. They're coming in at small weight. I mean, go talk to anyone. Again, I was right there standing there. I talked to a crabber from Vancouver, Canada. He says it's a catastrophe. You know, of course, he blamed it on the Asian fisheries, you know, and I'm like, well, what about Fukushima? You know, they were helping you out. You know, I talked to a woman right here. She says, well, the virus came before. But I said, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It came in 2011, 2012. Nice waves, right? Beautiful waves. You know, thank you, everybody, for story this world. We're supposed to get heavy rain tomorrow. You know, I'm wore out, by the way. And so this has been I was thinking about it last night. It's been a heartbreaking journey. All the work I do, I get no credit. I get no credit. And, you know, and I've done the work of 1,000 activists. You know, while fighting for my life full of cancer. But I'll quote my doctor, what he'll say. My cancer psychologist, what she used to tell me. I don't have a safety net anymore. Well, I didn't for a long time. You have your life, Kevin. All this historic, incredible work that